Hey, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I like to use peppermint oil whenever I have a migraine. I like to use it because typically when you get a migraine, and especially if you are working or you have things to do throughout the day, you need a way to be able to reduce like that nausea, the fever, all the pain associated with it. Peppermint oil has actually really been helping me get through my days, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I like to apply it and where to apply it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take my peppermint oil. You don't have to have this big of a bottle. Typically I have a smaller one that's got like a little dropper to it. It measures the drops. This one I've gotten so used to being able to like measure how much peppermint oil that I want to use that this doesn't really bother me. It doesn't have like the big dropper to it. So I'm going to go ahead, put a little bit in the palm of my hand. The very first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and breathe it in. And then just as a warning too, I like to apply peppermint oil directly without a carrier. If you do feel like you are a little bit more sensitive, I recommend maybe mixing it in with just a little bit of grapeseed or maybe even some sunflower oil, just so in that way there's a little bit of a barrier. But for me, I like to just take care of it. So I just like to apply it directly. Very first thing, we're going to go ahead and breathe it in. You're going to take 3 deep breaths. So go ahead. And then by that point, you should feel a lot of that tension, especially like all right here, go away. And then that should also really help to kind of cut that nausea for you. So that's what it does for me. So as you're trying this, I'm really hoping that's what it does for you. I've had this done so many different times, and every single time that nausea was gone, and it's awesome. So then afterwards, and what I go ahead and do is I like to go ahead and apply it to the base of the neck. So here, and then on the sides, and kind of give yourself a nice gentle massage here, because as you know, things get very tense when you have a migraine, and a lot of tension causes migraines as well. I like to work it up, and then where my ring fingers are, I like to go ahead, gentle massage here. Apply just a little bit on the earlobe too, okay? And then another area that you want to focus, and by now you might need to like go back for just a little bit more oil. You might not need to. Focus it on the tension areas up here as well. And make sure that you're more massaging them. And then I'm going to go ahead, put it on top of my scalp, which I know will scare probably half of you because you're like, oh my god, what if it makes my hair oily? It really doesn't. And then by that point too, if I'm having a migraine, I don't really care because I just want it gone. And then another area to focus on is forehead. So press the oil into the forehead. If you are wearing makeup and your concern is like, oh my gosh, does it disturb my makeup? No, don't rub it crazy. Just press it in. Makeup will be fine. Okay? And if you are wearing something like, like right now I'm wearing a t-shirt, but if you're wearing something sleeveless, just kind of finish off on the shoulder. And then from there, you should feel the effects of that peppermint really kind of help, reduce that fever, reduce the nausea, and then that way you can function a little bit more. It might not take all of the pain away immediately, but over time it really does work. I also do find myself reapplying it as well throughout the day, and as I reapply it throughout the day, I start to feel a lot better. So another couple things you can do as well is you can put it on the bottoms of your feet, because the bottom of your feet is like the most porous part, and then put a sock over it so in that way it stays absorbed. And then another thing, if you do have time, like let's say maybe you're home like I am today and you have time to draw up a bath, do it. So I like to make my bath warm, not super hot, because again, like if you're feeling feverish, the last thing you want is a really hot bath. That's not fun. So I would say draw it warm so in that way you're comfortable. And probably put, I would say maybe like 10 drops to start of peppermint oil. If you want a little bit more intensity, add 5 more drops, and then that way your whole body feels like it's cooled down, and then again it helps with the pain, the fever, the nausea, it helps with everything. So I've had a lot of people ask me why I carry peppermint with me everywhere, even in class right now. It helps keep me like super focused, helps me keep me, you know, like awake, because I mean, it's like when you smell it you automatically feel awake. And then another area too is like I like to apply a little bit to the chest as well, like almost as if I was putting on perfume, but I'm putting on peppermint oil, and I swear by it. My migraines have gone down significantly. I actually even woke up today with a migraine, and it's actually almost gone to now to a point where it's just kind of an annoying headache, but it's gonna go away in a couple hours. And it's always exciting when you can win a battle against migraines, because half the time you can't function throughout the day. And we are now, you know, in a stage of life where like we have cleanings to do, or we have work to do, or we have, you know, something to do throughout the day. You can't just lay in bed the whole day. So I'm really hoping that this helps you. It's helped me significantly, and I stand by it. And you can always reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm always trying to do more research and test things out to see what else helps with the migraines as well. I always like to take a more natural approach. I think the most I take, honestly, is Aleve, and that's when like I'm like, okay, like this is really painful, you know, and I'll take that, but then I don't take it more than once a day. And so with having peppermint oil, I've been able to accomplish a lot of different things. So again, hoping this helps you. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.